this is where I'm going to put the neck. So I've left this tape on there so no finish would get on there, and I've cut around that tape to make sure I don't tear my finish, because it may not look like it, but there's a whole lot of finish on that, a whole lot of so now I'll take all the tape off. I use this tape to keep from getting finish on the side. Okay, I've established the center of the box. I don't know if you can see those marks or not, and I've also made a little mark on my block because I don't want to put glue above that little mark, so I can close the box and glue the box together later. So we're going to brush on some glue. Make sure my block stays in there, because I'm not going to nail or attach this block in any other way. Okay, I've got my transducer mounted now, and got it in there. If you can see that or not, but it's in there, and I epoxied it in, and now I'm ready to install my neck. So I've already marked where I want to locate my neck, and I'm going to put a dowel through there, and use one of these little dowel center points. I don't know if you can see that or not, but if you know anything about woodworking, you know about these things. And I've already got one installed in here. Just take the box and put the neck on your mark where you want it to be, and push. And now I have a mark. I know you won't be able to see that, but I have a mark exactly where I want to drill my hole for my dowel. And that'll be the next thing I do, is drill a hole. Okay, I've got my dowel. Now I've got my dowel in the box, and I'm going to attach the neck. And like I said, I've marked here, and I know you probably can't see that. So my dowel fits there into my neck. And I found on these cigar boxes that they're not square. Either they're not square, or these the frets don't line up. I've tried to square them with the frets and square them with the edges. So the best way to attach the neck, in my opinion, is find the center of the box here and the center of the neck there, and line those two marks up. And that's the way I do it. I know you can't see those marks. I've also done it another way, and that's go ahead and put the bridge on and use a string and keep the string parallel to the edge of the box. So that's a couple of ways of doing it. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this on here. And I'm going to use a little bit. Okay, well now, finally got the neck, the glue finally dried on the neck, and you can see what we have now. So what I'm going to do next is install this to hold my cone inside the box. It'll be just like that. And my sound, this is for my wire to come up for my pickup system. That'll come up through there like that and go through the top of the box. Okay, well now I've got the started putting the pickup system in. I have the controls here, and this will hook into here, and then we'll install it all here. But I've got to all these wires have got to be secured really well, because if they're not, they'll rattle inside the box. I did find one little problem when I made my saddle for the number 4 string. I didn't quite cut my groove deep enough, so I'm gonna have to take the cone, the cover off. So the best way I found to do it on the other one that I built was just take some tape. Rather than taking all the strings off, just take some tape and tape over them right here. Loosen all the tension on the strings, and then take this off, and then just put it right back on. And you don't have to take the strings completely off. Works pretty well. finally finished with it, and turned out pretty well. I don't know if you can see that or not. I used another Costa Ray cigar box label for the headstock, and it's La Gloria Cubana cigar box again, because this one's a baritone and it took a long to get my scale. It took a lot of box, and actually my scale is just a little bit short, about 3/16 of an inch short, but it turned out okay, and it looks good and sounds good. And I put a pickup system in this one, and there it is. And it's a passive pickup system. I think one thing that I didn't cover with you enough while we're in the shop, I don't think, and that's this little jig I built. It's just something that I came up with in working with these things and trying to work on the neck. And this is another one that I'm working on. And all you do is slide this in between the two little pieces of wood there and bump it, and that's tight. It's in there. And then you can hold it up against the fence and saw everything on a 90-degree angle, and it makes it a lot easier to work with and clean up your neck. So I wanted to cover that with you. Yes, that's about it. There's no way in the world that I could show you everything that you need to know about building a ukulele in 7, 8, 10 minutes. This is the first one I built, and I just wanted to get my feet wet. And if you're just a novice woodworker, just get a cigar box and find an old used neck somewhere and put one together. And you can build a little ukulele that sounds good. Of course, it's not going to have the volume that one of these Resonators have, but it's still going to be a nice little ukulele, and I enjoy it. That's the one I carry with me all over the place. I even stick it in the boat, stick it in the truck, whatever, that little ukulele. And I hope this has helped you some. I hope you've learned something from it, and I hope you didn't get tired of all my rambling and rattling. But there it is. Good luck to you, and I hope you build one, and I hope it turns out well for you. Thanks for watching.